they race for the second spot into turn number 3.
That's Buddy Kofoid coming through 4 in 4th with Rico A through
Oh,
5th. And there's one up and over. Big hits and big. Oh, my goodness.
That's Alex Bowman and Conner Morrell, who were battling for second, and they got major hang time at the entry to turn number 1.
Well, I can tell you the cleanup is going to be massive over here outside turn number 1. Conner Morrell with the helmet off, talking to officials, but that sprint car chassis is completely bent in half. I mean, the entire engine is exposed. The underbody bent like a banana just a little bit, including some of the down tubes on the left side. So Conner Morrell's car completely taken apart. And then if we turn around, let's see. Alex Bowman has climbed out of his race car. They're going to put it back on the hook.
Yeah,
but,
Bowman walking to the ambulance under his own power. Good to see.
And we saw Conner Morrell out as well. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, frightening damage there. Those of you here at the racetrack, of course, can't see that damage, but the Conner Morrell car is violently tore up. And again, it's the initial contact, and then they got so much altitude. When you come down like that, not only does, of course, the chassis absorb all that, but the drivers do as well. So great to see both those guys get out of the car and walk to the ambulance. I think we have a replay coming on FloRacing to get a look at what happened. And Morrell was kind of crossed up and then just kind of wheelied and came down into Bowman. And then they just kept going.
Wow.
Yeah, Morrell came down, folded the front end of Bowman's car, ran over the right front, and then that hit right there is what folded the front end of the Conner Morrell car. And then that second hit when he landed flat on all fours. You can see the down tubes bending and parts flying on the 2MD.
And, you know, it's amazing, Dylan, those two drivers were starting second and third. It's amazing that more deeper in the field didn't get caught up in that. That could have been, as bad as it was, it could have been even worse. But so thankful to see Conner Morrell and Alex Bowman walk away under their own power after that incident.
Man, just look at the damage in Conner Morrell's car. Testament to the folks that build these race cars. Admittedly, I don't know what chassis Conner Morrell has got, but you can see the left side down tube basically completely gone, and the right side bent out well past the headers on that race car. What a collision. Bowman's car, down tubes look straight on that. He certainly took the lesser of the two impacts. Still violent and still not how you want to start your night. But again, thankful both those guys able to get out of the car and walk to the ambulance.
Not a very good way to celebrate your birthday if you're Alex Bowman. Celebrating his 30th birthday today, but his racing night's going to be short, and the same said for Morrell. And there's a look at that damaged 55 of Bowman. And so thankful those race cars protected those two drivers in that violent collision, and they were able to walk away.